Hello NFL fans, welcome to NFL Picks with Dave. Before we begin today, I want to remind you guys that there will be no new video next week due to Thanksgiving. If you have any questions about this, feel free to write a comment below. Also, the logo for NFL Picks will be retired after this episode. The new logo will be revealed in a few weeks. If you have any questions about this, feel free to write a comment below. Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to predict how things will play out this week. Last Thursday, the Patriots bulldozed the Falcons with a score of 25-0 for their 5th straight win, as Atlanta's struggles continued into Week 11. Ladies and gentlemen, the New England Patriots are officially back. Let's move on to Sunday's games. Our first Sunday matchup takes us to Chicago, Illinois, where the Bears will take on the Ravens. Baltimore last week shockingly lost to the Miami Dolphins with a score of 22-10. Chicago, meanwhile, had the week off. This pick is surprisingly difficult. Since the Ravens are looking to bounce back, I'm picking them with a score of 27-24. Our next game is between the Bills and the Colts. Indianapolis last week defeated the Jaguars with a score of 23-17, while Buffalo torched the Jets with a score of 45-17. Since the Bills score more points, I'm picking them with a score of 35-24. Our next pick takes us to the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee, where the Titans will take on the Houston Texans. Tennessee last week narrowly defeated the Saints with a score of 23-21, while the Texans had the week off. This pick is very easy. I'm picking the Titans with a score of 45-13. This pick is the lock of the week. My next picks are the Packers over the Vikings, 24-21, the 49ers over the Jaguars, 34-14, the Saints over the Eagles, 24-20, the Lions over the Lions, 38-17, the Dolphins over the Jets, 27-24, the Panthers over Washington, 35-27, and the Cardinals over the Seahawks, 31-28. Let's now move on to the key late afternoon games. Our first late afternoon game takes us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the Raiders will take on the Bengals. Cincinnati last week had the week off, while the Raiders got destroyed by the Kansas City Chiefs with a score of 41-14. This pick is a tough one. Since the Bengals had more time off, I'm picking them with a score of 24-10. Our second and final late afternoon game is between the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Kansas City last week killed the Raiders, while the Cowboys plucked and stuffed the Atlanta Falcons with a score of 43-3. This pick is a tough one. Since the Chiefs are playing at home, I'm picking them with a score of 34-31. Now let's move on to the last two primetime games. Our first primetime game is between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chargers. Pittsburgh last week shockingly tied with the Detroit Lions with a score of 16 apiece. The Chargers, meanwhile, lost to the Vikings with a score of 27-20. This pick is a little bit difficult. Since the Steelers are eager to bounce back, I'm picking them with a score of 17-14. I won't be surprised if the Steelers fans take over SoFi Stadium like what they did 2 years ago at Dignity Sports Park. And now, the last pick of the week. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Giants, live from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. New York last week had the week off, while Tampa Bay surprisingly lost to Washington with a score of 29-19 as their road woes continue. This pick is not that hard. Since the Buccaneers are better at home, I'm picking them with a score of 42-21. And that does it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to get the latest videos that's posted to this channel. Also, be sure to like and follow this channel's Facebook page if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching and hope you have a great Thanksgiving.